Hello and welcome back to Kenshi. My name is Tobal. I'm with Beep and Boop up here to the far east. We're over by the island that I mentioned in the last episode that I'm a huge fan of for building. I want to say I thought there was something else around here. So I'm going to split up our two kids here and just getting chased by a couple of crabbies, no big deal. We pulled something back home. Let's take a look what it is. Oh my, oh that's right. I completely forgot we had a raid coming. Well, that's fine. Do we have any turrets? We did have archers, that's okay. Let's let them break through the gate. And what we'll do is we'll bring all the unyielding together except Beep and Boop. I like how the door is still super broken right now. I have no idea. Is it both gates then? Because this is going to be a problem if none of the gates work whatsoever. I guess we'll just let everyone go into fight mode. I'm not going to hold anyone around. I think we should be fine against some cannibals. Like half of them are beating the gate. The other half like snuck through somehow. So that's a little bit awkward, but either way we should be fine. I don't think we're going to have too many problems. Let's put the bronze squad, make sure they're all on passive here. We have so many people. There's no need to bring in extra fighters, including the brains as well. Let's pull them out. If they're over here, they should be on passive, no doubt about that. Okay, we got some ruins over by Beep and Boop. We'll watch this fight real quick for a moment. Again, even though there's quite a few of them and they outnumber us, I don't think we're going to have too many problems because we do a lot of heavy damage. Oh, you're just attacking our wall? That's quite rude. So that's fun. Apologize for the real-life Diana barking in the in the distance here. Okay, so yeah, we're completely trashing him right now. No doubt about that. Okay, Beep and Boop still doing fine. They're aimless, so someone's arrived where they need to be. Sweet victory. Indeed, Zillikin. Indeed. And we managed to pull a beak thing too, but that's fine. Wow, who was that up front? Truth? Did you just hit, like, one-shot that thing? Oh yeah, you're doing like 100 and some odd damage with the falling sun, that's right. I forgot we actually had passed some of those out. So he's doing a boatload of damage there. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we need to try to rebuild the gates again. Maybe we need to bring them higher out of the ground. Maybe there's some kind of because see how low they are in the ground right now? Maybe that's part of the problem. So what I'll do at some point this episode is pull everyone away. We'll take down this gate and this wall section, and we'll bring the gate up when we rebuild it. But let's send everyone back inside. I guess we'll raise up this gate since it's all sorts of broken as well. That's cool. We got a little bit of contact at our old outpost, your outpost. Who's bugging us? What is going on with people through our doors? It's getting mildly annoying. How are you inside though? Who is it? Unless you've been wounded before. You might... No, you're not. You're just a hungry bandit somehow inside of our base. Oh, Kenshi, I love you so, but there are times you drive me bonkers. Alright, let's see how good Layer does. Oh, nice. Somebody gave him a nice shot from a mile away. Again, I'm trying to do... Well, maybe it's in the location you're at. That's interesting. I did Control-Shift F11 a bit ago up north, and that didn't do anything, but when I'm over here, all of a sudden it makes a change. So, perhaps it's the area that you're in? No idea. But it didn't have any effect on this side. So, oh, Sez down? Oh, poor Sez. He went down for something. He took a pretty beefy shot there. Now, you should have your rescue job. What are you up to, Klob? Well, we don't exactly have a bed. Let's put a... Well, this is almost finished. Let's just have Klob... wow. Holy cow. Hightower must have taken a bolt to the head there. That's a pretty nasty shot. Okay, can you pick up Sez and just pull him away from the gate? I think Hightower will be okay. Maybe somebody can pick him up. Moodles, why don't you pick up Hightower? Moodles is so strong. Look at him go with a giant, you know, boar on his back. What are you guys up to over here? You're engineering, you're repairing the gate, I guess? Yeah, it looks like it. Of course, everything's going to come in here and then attack us, which is just fantastic. Cool. No issues there. Also, I do apologize for the background noise. I know that my when my heat comes on, boy, this microphone is awesome, but it hears just about everything in the world. So the background noise is pretty pretty loud, but unfortunately is cold. And I'm freezing, so we're just gonna have to work through it. All right, let's swing over to these ruins. We're with Beep, so let's go to Boop. Oh, these are all destroyed ruins. I bet, though. I don't know what's gonna be filled with robots, crabs, horrible things that are gonna kill us. Let's find out. Yep, bunch of crabs. I don't know how the crabs managed to get themselves locked into a building, but they did, and that's that. So we'll have Boop run away. We'll wait for Beep over here. I think once they unlock, I guess, they kind of follow a little patrol pattern around the area. So once Beep comes through, he'll be all set to... No, don't do anything. Why don't we pick open this library? And we'll find out what's inside. Hopefully a couple books. I don't know if there's any... Yeah, just the standard fare for us, which probably is like maybe one book if we're lucky. We'll see. I wouldn't mind getting a couple more goodies here, but... Hey, there we go, some research books. We don't know that location or that one. Good. Got a couple more spots. And where do we add them to? We found some spots. Oh, hey, over here. This is roughly where we're going to. What was it? A ruin? Just a couple ruins. There's a factory down here. Well, so do we want to send them swimming? It might take the entire episode for these two to swim all the way across. But it would let me not have to micromanage them a bit. Let's send them to this island over here. I'm kind of curious what's on some of these islands, but I don't see it right now. I believe someone mentioned that this long flat area far out in the distance is actually, if you're looking for somewhere that is completely isolated and you don't have to do any kind of trading, a nice spot to build is out in the middle of the water here, where these kind of the sandbar is, and it's nice and flat. And again, it's only really good if you're going to... What in the world, Bippa? What are you doing? Oh God, what is Bippa? So Bippa got hit by something, so Klob is coming out to repair her, to heal her up a bit. Let's see, somebody also suggested something. They kind of suggested a tunnel, or a walkway between our base and where the... it's not quite coming out right. Yeah, it doesn't quite work out, unfortunately. Somebody had an idea that we could maybe run a wall between here and where the copper was, and it would work if it was like really super close, like right here. But it looks like it's at the next hill over, so that wouldn't quite work. Just to have a secure way for someone to travel, which isn't a bad idea. But I think for the moment we're going to stick with the plan to fortify up that copper area. All right, so we're all working on repairing the gate. You know what? Let's not do that because we're going to destroy the gate. So let's pull everyone out of that little spot. Let's go ahead and dismantle the gate now. And I'll also dismantle... Crap, do we have to get rid of all these bodies? I bet we do. That's going to be annoying. Let's dismantle this section of wall. And we'll try this design one more time. Okay, we actually can put it over bodies. That's good to know. Wing, you're in the way. Please move. Thank you so much. We'll just have this gate built upon the pile of our enemies' corpses. That sounds pretty poetic to me. So let's rotate it to face outward, which is this way, and this time we're gonna press plus to really get this thing above the ground, in case that was part of the problem. I don't really know what was causing it, to be honest, but it wasn't pleasant. So that looks about even. And we'll try to get these walls connected in here. That was a bad connecting spot. Right here to here. Good. And right there to there. Cool. Not quite the exact same spot as before, but that's fine. No big deal. It will be good enough. And we'll try this with a higher gate and see if this makes any difference. Again, I still... Whoa! Are you serious? Oh my god, it's raining cannibals. Oh! And they're still coming down. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Who's that? Oh, wow. I'm sorry for your existence. That's rough. That is rough and kind of amazing at the same time. God, I love physics bugs in any game. It's glorious. It's amazing. Okay. All right, what else is going on at our base? We've not really looked in a minute. Who's working on what? Phoenix and Terra are getting that iron out, which is, there's a ton of iron. Okay. The iron refineries are completely stacked with iron, which means that as soon as we get iron out, we're processing it. We have, let's see, we've got no building materials, which is pretty standard because we're trying to very quickly, you know, push out as much as we can for walls and things like that. So we've got a lot of things that we're spending building materials on. We're stacked up on iron plates, which is nice. We're starting to get stacked up on steel. Who's working on steel plates, actually? One of you working on steel? Who's actually working on steel? Right there. No, you're hauling. Kai's actually hauling stuff. I'll tell you what, Stork, why don't you just work on steel plates for a bit, or steel bars? It's not your normal job, but we don't really have a building for you to have, you know, to be set up in yet, so we'll just have you do that. We're fighting because probably Garou pissed everybody off. Oh no, they're slaughtering these cannibals for some reason. Hey, that works for us. We're okay with it. I do believe that all of the building materials that we got from disassembling that gate were just used right now to rebuild it. So it's nice that they'll pick stuff up off the ground. And our farms are coming along well. Do we have water in the farms? Yes, we do. Oh, how are Beep and Boop doing? Are they still on the way? They have the move order, so they're still swimming along. So we still have water. We've got, that's right, one green fruit, 1 wheat straw, 2 hemp farms, right? Perfect. Dietrich, have you actually made any food? I don't think there's been anything to make, truthfully. You've only got 1 cooking stove job. Okay, we're short on electricals, so let's maybe... we probably are completely out of here. Yeah, because we've been using a lot of electricals. So, let's go ahead and put down... do we have a copper storage? So, oh, I think I destroyed it, and it's actually on one of the animals right now. Why don't we try... Do we want to try to set up this? Well, we can't because we need materials for it. I don't think no one will go this far on the engineer job by themselves, so we'll have to manually send somebody over there once we have a nice stockpile. But we still do have 70, so why don't we put down an electricals bench under the crafting tree. And we've got, we'll put copper outside here. Uh-oh, we may not have enough room in these older buildings. What about... How close are you to being done? Nah, you're still a minute away. Let's put the copper upstairs. Whoever's working on that will just have to be a little careful about the rainy days. So... We'll do electrical crafting workbench up top. Hey, just for fun, someone mentioned a really good idea about maybe putting the mercenary tent up above. Oh, wow. That's actually very impressive. How tall can we make it? Oh, you can't change the height of it. I'm actually kind of impressed by that. Can this work? Will this fit? It seems to like it. That's really cool. All right, we'll try this out. So a couple people mentioned about maybe putting up some of these tents on our roofs just to make it look a little bit more built up, also to protect anyone on the roof from rain. And it looks like it's going to work fine, so we'll give it a shot down the road. All right, we need iron plates for this, which we have, so that'll get built up pretty quickly. We are using a ton of electrical components on the small wind generators and the battery banks, so we'll have to be working on that for a bit. Let's also go ahead and drop down the copper storage outside of this building. Copper, perfect. Just temporarily, and we are going to have a better copper solution and a place to craft it at some point. Hey, why don't one of you fine engineers work on that? And which one of our animals had all the goodies? There we go. Beboop, Bebop, not Beboop. Bebop has it. What the shit? I have so many questions. Where are you going and how did this break? Wow, I think that was like some kind of a weird... I think something got built and it shoved them out, and that was momentum that carried them that far. I don't know what's going on, but like this, at this point in the game, it is crazy. Maybe we should do a re-import pretty soon, just to clean up any bugs. I know you can copy over your buildings, your existing buildings, so that's doable. It would also give us another copy of all the AI cores, which seems a little gamey. I don't want to really do that, but you know, if worst comes to worst, I'd rather try that than to let the game be buggy as all get out. Okay, Beep and Boop have made it to the island. There's nothing here. Now, they don't have a stamina, right? They're not going to drown from swimming if we give them a really, really long run order? I don't think so. Let's just have them swim across to this factory. I mean, they don't have, you know, they're not going to drown. They don't have any kind of danger from the kind of acid water, but there's no acid water from that I can tell anywhere near here. So, good. Bueno, all set. Got corpses everywhere. It's a hot mess right now up north. It's a hot mess. Cool. So we've got that going on. Who do we want to have beating on plates, or beating plates up? Kiros, who are you? You're one of the guards, right? You're a farmer, so we won't use you. Let's just have Kiros work on this for a bit. I know that's peculiar, but can you even get up here? Oh, there's no copper, of course. Let's do this. Cool. Suddenly, copper. Right. Okay, so he's going to be working on electronics for a bit, and hopefully the electricals, and then those will get placed into all the buildings that require them, such as our second stone processor, all of the wind turbines, and the batteries as well. Yeah, we want to get that second stone mine up as quick as possible, really. As someone mentioned, I had a question last episode. They mentioned that the hybrid mine that's under this tech tree here, what it actually does is it makes building materials directly out. And, you know, if I would have bothered to read right here where it says a stone mine that immediately produces building materials, I would have seen that. So thank you so much for pointing that out. Apologies for missing things that are quite obvious. I still like the placement of these two buildings. I like mixing the building style up a lot. I don't know if you all played, and I tend to reference old games a lot because they're, you know, it's what you probably remember your first love of a game, right? You know, your first passionate game. One of the first for me was Galaxies, and I mention Galaxies all the time. But I remember running around Star Wars Galaxies and finding this city in the middle of nowhere, because at the time in Galaxies, players could make cities that existed on the server. I mean, it was awesome. You could make your own player city or player city with all your own housing. And I rode into town, and some guy said, "Hey, we'll give you X amount of money if you move in here." And they had pre-made houses, so they basically had a city all laid out with a main avenue. All the houses were the same, you know, some different styles, but you can tell it was planned out to be a street, and then there was a market on one side, and it was the coolest thing. And I got so excited, and it was like my first house that I ever got because I was still too poor to afford a house at the time. But yeah, small aside, but I really do love that. I love the idea of having like a nice little house or a city to live in. Who are you all? Yeah, more tech hunters. Pretty, they gotta be pretty beefy to be out here doing, you know, whatever they're doing in the middle of nowhere. 51, 53. You know what's funny? I think some of our people are stronger than that. 51, 53 attack. Yeah, we're almost at all 50s, except for dexterity, it looks like. Maybe dex is something we could work on. By the way, we will definitely have our training tower come back at some point here in the future. Once we get more of our building materials done up, that will make a return. Do we have anyone coming to fight us anytime? Shek in a day. How's our outpost doing? Now, someone did mention, a couple folks did mention, maybe grab ourselves a bunch of, maybe a couple more animals from the, I don't know, honestly, 250 building, 350 building material. Yeah, we probably would need a couple more of these kind of the bulls. We could bring all the pack bulls back down, load up on all the existing, you know, copper or building materials we had, and then do another supply run. That way, we're not waiting for everything to come back. And to be fair, we are just kind of hanging out, not doing much. Could that be something we look into doing, maybe? Do we want to have someone grabbing copper at this base, getting ready for that? We only have a little bit. We have 70 copper. I think we took all the plates. Yeah, we did. But it wouldn't be bad. That's 350 building material. That would be pretty much instantly built everything else. But, man, that run, I will tell you, is a pain in the butt. Especially with really, really slow animals. How's our food situation? Felix, what are you working on? Nice, you're getting your dust witches done. Are we over or under anything? We are... Huh, surprisingly, we're pretty much using up whatever you've got. Oh, you know what? I forgot all about hemp. How much do we have in, Here, Mew, why don't you come in here real quick so I can see inside? Mew, stay inside. How much fabrics do we have? Just 5? That's a little surprising. We have 440 hemp. Holy cow. That wouldn't be bad to grab too, except I think you can only stack it on one stack. Okay, so the builders are all helping out. A little slow episode, I apologize. I was hoping to do more with Beep and Boop, but it just makes sense to me to have them swim across instead of going all the way down and around, because that area is where we want to go to. Let's see, right over here. You know what? They're almost there. Let's go back to them and watch the last little 100 meters swim in here. Hey, at least they're getting their swimming skill up. I really should heal the rest of Boop. I will do that, I promise, as soon as we touch land. What's over here? Iron spiders, a whole patrol of them. Wonderful. We love iron spiders. Have you all ever gotten an AI core from a spider? I feel like that was changed. Maybe it was changed for 1.0. I could have sworn up and down that at some point I got an AI core from a spider. Oh, hi. Random crab, just hanging out. Alright, our kids are home. Real quick, I'm going to have Beep medic himself up. You don't have a limb, do you? Like no. It said I don't have a repair kit. It was a little confusing. Alright, let's head over to this factory. See what that's all about. I saw some aggro here. Are we okay? It looks like everyone like freaked out for like 2 seconds and they're done. We're almost done with our main gate. That'll be nice to see if that's going to work out or not. I'll drop another quick save. Let's also go into sneak mode. And try to sneak up on this little tiny monstrosity. I have no idea what this is. It's a factory. It's 500 condition factory. Can we destroy it? Will we get like thousands of awesome lootsies from it? Oh, it's the exact same thing as the scrapyard. It's the same, I think it's the exact same model. Well, that's nice because at least I know where to go. Is there anything inside of this that I see? Don't know. The stairs should be right here. That is like super hard to see. Alright, I'm going to zoom into Boop and Beep so I can control them a little bit better. Up the stairs you go. Let's see what kind of horrible creations we find. Alright, we have... interesting. We have a bunch of iron spiders. No big deal for Beep, really. I think we could bring them up here. This is a... Oh, the spider foreman. That's interesting. I don't think they should be spotted at this point. And Beep can probably do a nice sweep through all of these areas. Now, what looks like it's got the best loot? They're all back here. Well, we probably want to move before these guys really come out. Maybe it's the iron spider. They look a little bit bigger. Maybe they've got the goodies. We've got research benches. What do we have for looting purposes? Are there any vaults or anything like that? Alright, there's one metal box here, but that's really in their view. That's going to be kind of a problem. God, this iron spider's friggin' huge. A weird crate. Okay, let's do this. Let's run this way, because this seems like the best approach for Beep. We'll see if he can spin right around the back. While he's right here, let's take a look at the 2 storage boxes. Don't mind if we do, thank you. Okay, we've got that one. Let's try to come to the side. What is this weird crate? Okay, unfortunately not a whole lot of anything. I almost want to say we don't need engineering stuff as much these days. I don't know what else is left on the engineering side of the house. Let's see if we can sprint over here and get to this box. This is right in front of somebody. We'll have to be a little bit quick about where we move to. So we'll come down this way. Maybe we can go behind this big spider. I have no idea. I have no idea how no one sees him on that. Okay, we're gonna steal this. I'm so glad we made Beep the ninja. I'm so happy we went this route. He has been so instrumental in so much of the things that we're making and we're getting. Okay, he popped. Let's see if we can get this real quick. We can't. Nothing there. Alright, he just pulled the entire world. So I don't really think there was that much else, though. I think it might have been just the same kind of stuff. Oh, damn it. Okay. Let's break aggro and come back. That's what we'll do. We'll come out here. We'll come all the way out and about way down here. Go back into sneak. Do a quick save one more time. Okay, he got spotted one more time. Okay, we'll try that once more. Once more into the Boop, my friend. Let's leave Boop outside and let's make Beep go inside by himself because Beep is much faster and stealthier, I think, than Boop is. Hopefully they're not on the stupid stairs here, or we're going to get a little screwed. I mean, he should be able to fly through them, much like he does when he goes into... God, I love that run. When he goes into any other big, large building. Okay, they're reset a bit. Oh, shit. There's no way we're getting near these guys. There's no way. You're facing which way? You're facing... Wow, what a cluster. That's ugly. It's really ugly because it seems like we can't click. We can't send him any farther this way, which is going to mean that's really dangerous if he has to run away. Can I run through this wall? Is it bugged? It's super bugged, so we can just run right through it, which means we can probably approach in like this. It really just depends on how fast he can get this thing picked. We may have to do one run and pick it, and then one room and not. Okay. That's fine. It's to his back. It's to his back. Can you pick this now? I wish lockpicking was so much faster. Oh my god, they don't see him. How the shit did they not see him there? Of course it was worth nothing. I mean, a CPU thing is not bad. Robotic components are fine. I mean, that's good money to sell. It's just not the best thing in the world. Can I see what's in this box? Like, because I'm right in the middle of all these guys. Don't attack anyone. What in the world? Oh, this is so gross. I don't even know what's happening. Was there another safe here? Is that why they're all swarming? I don't see anything underneath. Cheatsy doodles. Don't mind it. There's another barrel or there's another general chest under here. I'm not going to push it. Let's try to get Beep out of here. I guess walls don't matter. Couldn't even do the Control-Shift-11. So, what a strange factory. Well, that was exciting and fun. Let's get Boop. We'll both meet up and let's head northeast. Let's try to get to the rest of this island and finish this up. Where are we going to go from here? We did the little island. Do we know anywhere else? Not really. I guess we'll keep pushing. God, maybe we'll send these two down the way to the Ashlands. I mean, we didn't get there from one of the directions we tried, but it doesn't mean we can't just try a different way to go. Maybe we try that. Ooh, is this an ancient tech lab I see? Because this could be delicious, wonderful AI cores, which is really what we need right now. How much stuff do we have on us? quite a bit. We'll transfer some of this over to Boop. Really needed to get Boop a backpack, and I regret not doing that earlier. So take all the books and stuff. Let's drop over the more expensive items. I guess, honestly, that's fine. Let's drop the rest of this for now. We're not really hurting for credits, to be honest, so I don't think we absolutely have to trade those in. I wouldn't mind leaving some... Wait, who's red? Who sees us here? Oh, we're being pursued by a bunch of Spideys. Okay, let's get out of here. Break that aggro all the way down to the coast and broken. Got it? Sneak back. Alright, Beep. You're up, sir. Show us what you got. Ancient Lab. I love Ancient Labs. They've got some goodies. They tend to have some fun things. Let's find out. Okay, wait, what? There's only one ancient spider here? Curious. Are they all, like, stacked up? Oh, that's really... not really heavily guarded. Probably means that there's not going to be as much quality goods here, or as many quality goods. So, let's start doing our normal stuff. We'll keep an eye on Beep, or Boop. You know what? Let's put Boop out to pasture over here. Pretty far away, so I don't have to really worry about him as much. There's going to be lots of goodies here that look really nice, but again, I'm really just focused on AI cores right now. Although, to be fair, we could buy more AI cores over at the scrap house, for which we'd need money. So maybe we will try to get as expensive of items as we can and bring them back. Let's get the safe. The safe is really what's going to have the best items in it. Okay, so it's pretty much going to be this kind of a situation. It looks like just a lot of books. Who the hell's shooting from 10,000 feet away? What are you guys shooting at? Oh, what the shit? Okay. Can we get someone to maybe take a look at these big things, maybe? Possibly? That are just hanging out here? Somehow, yeah, they managed to just kind of crawl right up inside. I think we can even close the door, though. Now that the walls are back up. I did Control-Shift-11 again to try to test if that's going to be a problem or not. So I guess we'll just have to see if this wall will work over the last one or not. I'm gonna be really bummed if all this is somehow bugged up here on the in the Great White North. So would like to find out if this will be an option for us, because I don't want to sit there and fight with, you know, the main gate not working all the time and people coming in and out. That would be a pretty big bummer. Alright, we'll grab some of the things I left behind. The 4 CPU cores are worth quite a bit of money. We'll keep this empty in case we need to grab anything else. We'll just grab the, you know, the highest value item, which in this area will be those CPU cores. So, okay, good enough for me. Not too shabby. A couple of you mentioned what other areas we need to look at still, and I'm probably going to use that list at some point soon, because we're getting down to the point of the game where we've gone a lot of areas and there are only some more, you know, only so many places to go to get what you need. So when it comes to the AI cores, for example, there's only so many places that AI cores exist. We could buy the AI cores from Scrap Yard. That's still an option for us. We'll have our guys come back here. Do a save since we did a little bit of activity. Okay, so while I have Beep and Boop running back, I think that might be a good time to wrap up the episode. A little bit shorter than normal, but it's a pretty quiet episode. This is just kind of going from point A to point B. We're still building up our base in the north. I got to figure out what to do with our wonderful team once it's built up. Probably reestablish our engineering, our production capabilities, things like that. Oh, let's put down, well, you know what? Don't we have, let's see. We have hemp, right? We do. Do we have a place to store hemp? Oh, did we not build a hemp storage? We didn't because they're all sitting in the farm itself. So let's do some storage for hemp. And what we'll do is make sure that we have a processing, maybe two processors for hemp to keep up with demand. Hemp auto loom, yes please, thank you. Also needs electrical components. So again, we are definitely trying to grind out those components as quick as possible. And then we'll put down some fabric chest right next to it. Right about here is fine. Now this building is permanent, but it can be changed around. So we obviously can make some changes here and there. Whatever we need to do. We're almost finished with the second stone processor. I'll have to come back to that at some point and make sure that we have somebody working that. We could put beds in here. I don't think we have any fabrics right now, do we? I don't believe we actually really brought any fabric. So, all right. I'll go ahead and wrap up the episode here, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care.